So I saw Sentence this past Friday, and I was really excited for this movie. I thought the trailers looked great. The concept had me really interested with the idea of doing a vampire movie suddenly in Louisiana. Ryan Coogler, I think, is one of the best directors working in Hollywood right now, especially after this movie. Like, to me, he's 4 for 4. Like, I love his first two Black Panther movies. I love Creed. And Michael B. Jordan, I think, is just a great actor. And I heard a lot of, like, really positive reactions with this movie. And I gotta say, this movie lives up to the hype. This is one of the best movies of the year, and one of my favorite newest full-on horror vampire movies. And I'm gonna be honest, there's really nothing negative I have to say about this movie. There was really no nitpicks I had or any like issues that I felt like didn't work about the movie. Like, this is gonna be an extremely positive view. There was really no issues I had with this movie. Starting off with, I think the cast is great in this movie. Michael B. Jordan, he does a great job of playing these two trim butters that you feel invested in, and you care about, and you really buy into the relationship between these two butters. And I gotta say, you can't even tell what, like, they have scenes of them together, and you can't even notice the fact that you have an actor playing two different characters. It looks so seamless in this movie. Like, I bought him in both those roles, and I never looked like I was like, oh wait, that something doesn't look right there. It looked like you bought into it, and it looked great in this movie where it felt seamless. So he's fantastic in this movie. It looked great. It never felt like it. Like, you went like, oh wait, something doesn't look right there. It just felt seamless with the scene between the two butters. This movie's fantastically shot. The production design looks great in this movie. I love how Southern Louisiana looks in the movie. I love the style of clothes the characters are wearing. The production design looks fantastic in this. The story is great. The characters are all very interesting and compelling. Haley Steinfeld, I think, is great in this. Like, the whole cast, like I said, Michael B. Jordan does a great job of playing these two twin brothers that feel different from each other. The actor who I'm not familiar with, who played the character Sammy, the priester boy, who was the son of the priest in the movie, he's great in this movie. I'm not too familiar with that actor, but coming out of this movie, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see him in more stuff. He does a great performance in this movie, but he also has a great singing voice. Like, he has this really deep voice where I was like, oh man, this guy can sing. And that's one of the other positives about this movie is that, to me, I think this is one of the best movies when it comes to the music feeling like a character itself. Like, you feel like the music is also a big part of this movie. Like I said, it feels like the music is a character onto itself in the movie. Like, the music is just great in this movie. It has a great soundtrack. Unless somebody who's like big into blues music, this made me love blues music actually watching this movie. Like, the music was fantastic. And I also love the fact that with the priest boy, Sammy, like, he wants to be a blues singer. So he gets his guitar from this church, and there's this woman in the movie who's a love interest for one of Michael B. Jordan's characters, one of his trim brothers, that, like, they reference the fact that there's some people special out there who when they sing they break the veil between living and the dead, where the singing was calling like supernatural stuff or like the devil or bad stuff. And I love that little mythology there. I thought that was a really cool and interesting lore that I haven't seen done in a vampire movie before. And the vampires in this movie, I thought they were great. They came out terrifying, and that guy, the actor who played the head vampire in this movie, I thought he was great in this movie. Like, he came off terrifying, intense, and like, okay, this is like, I love the fact that vampires really felt like a threat in this movie. Like, you felt scared of them, and this movie does a great job with its tone. It really does keep you on the edge, and like, you can't like, you're wondering what's gonna happen next, and it really does a great job of just keeping that feel in this movie where you really do feel scared for these characters. And all the characters are interesting and compelling. Harry Sanford, I think he's also fantastic in this, where she has this relationship with one of the twin brothers, just since she grew up with them, and she just gives a very great performance in this, where you really felt invested in her character. I thought her Michael B. Jordan had great chemistry in this movie, and just every character I was invested in. Like, they all had distinct personalities, and one of the things I also love about this movie is that if you take out the vampire element out of this movie, he just wanted to do a movie about these two twin brothers, these two veterans who come back to their hometown and want to open up their own their own club. It would still be a great story. That's the thing I love about this movie. You take out the vampire element, you still have a very compelling story with characters you want to find out more about. And like I said, these two twin brothers. I mean, I could just watch the whole movie with just Michael B. Jordan playing these two characters and following these two characters around, and that's how great the story and characters were. The story and characters were just really compelling. And then when it gets to the vampire stuff, you're like, oh man, this is great too. So it does a great job with that in this movie. So this is, like I said, this to me is one of the best movies of the year. The cast is fantastic. Music is fantastic in this. The production design is great. Story is extremely compelling. Does a great job of keeping this movie be intense. And this is a great full-on horror vampire movie. Like I said, I love the lore with the whole idea of some singers having a special voice that maybe cause supernatural things. This movie does have a mid-credits and post-credits scene. I definitely would say stay for the mid-credits scene. Because I think the mid-credits scene, it's nearly 10 minutes. I think this is the longest mid-credits scene I've watched for a movie. Definitely stay for that, because that plays into the movie when it comes to one of the Michael B. Jordan twin brothers and Haley Steinfeld's character. So stay for that. In my opinion, it's an important scene that plays into the plot of the movie. There is a post-credit scene, which I thought was good. I wouldn't say that's important though. It's a nice post-credit scene, but the mid-credit scene is the one you want to stay for. I think it's a great scene, and it's like I said, I think it's the longest mid-credit scene I've actually seen in a movie, but definitely important to the movie. So overall, I think this movie is fantastic. I would highly recommend go see Sinners in theaters. This is a movie that deserves to be seen on the big screen, and it's definitely gonna end up being one of my favorite movies of the year at the end of the year on my list. So highly recommend Sinners personally. Until next time, movie fans.